To leave some of the brutal temperatures behind.
We hope
Yes,
so.
more 30s this week and possibly some 40s coming up next week.
Okay.
That'll feel amazing. I think even the 30 today may feel pretty good compared to where we've been. But before we show you the temperatures we need to get to the radar, we have some good bursts of snow showers. Generally for eastern Indiana, they're wrapping up around Indianapolis, but anywhere from Columbus and Greensburg, North Vernon, even around Seymour, north all the way to the state line with Michigan. So that's going to include places like Marion and Anderson, good morning, in Muncie and Winchester. There's this good round of snow pushing on through. This round is actually dropping a fresh dusting and some slick spots in parts of eastern Indiana. Now here's Indianapolis. We've got still some leftover flurries, but most of the activity is east of US 31. So if you kind of take the state in half and divide it, the eastern side is where we still have some of that heavier snow. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. I'll show you where that darker blue color is, where you are starting to get just a quick little burst of snow with maybe a dusting in spots. Is right over Ball State and Muncie this morning. We have some in Hartford City. Heads up there in Jay County and Randolph County. Some of this snow is coming in. We're already getting flurries around us, but a good burst is just coming in from the west. Down south to Mount Pleasant, Mount Summit this morning, Henry County. We've got some good snow coming up. Newcastle, the Trojans, the snowfall rate's about to pick up here in just a moment. Watch out for slick spots. We have it for the Panthers this morning right around Knightstown, headed to Rushville. We've got some headed into town too, and the Pirates in Greensburg, some snow. But right now it is starting to leave slowly. Greenfield, Shelbyville, Pendleton, we still have a little bit of snow to go. There's hope you get into parts of Bartholomew County, some of the snow for you guys too. So heads up in Connorsville to Richmond, even around Brookville Lake. We've got one more good burst on the way. After this round, we may still have some flurries on and off the rest this morning and into the early afternoon. This front will come on through, and then I think we're mainly dry the rest of the day. We'll probably stay in the mostly cloudy side, but we're already looking towards our next weather system. Not a winter storm, but you're watching this clipper up north right by the U.S.-Canadian border, just north of Montana. This thing is quickly diving to the south and east, although I think the heart of it will come into Kentucky. And so that means areas generally south and east of Indianapolis have a bit of a higher chance for some more additional accumulation. I'll show you the map in just a moment. But this morning we're watching snow chances gradually wind down. If you're west of Indianapolis, you know, you're just already in this phase of stray flurries. But if you're east of Indy, you're still getting a burst. You basically have an 80 to 100% chance of snow in just a second. And then you'll also taper off. So everyone's at a little bit of a different pace right now and kind of timeline. But snow wraps up gradually throughout the morning and into the afternoon. Right now here in Indy, we still have some flurries. It's 22 degrees, way warmer than those negative temperatures we had yesterday morning. But of course, it's still cold. We've got some teens to the south and east where we actually had clear skies last night until now. Now we have the clouds and the snow showers, but now we have a cloud blanket, so temperatures are rebounding a little bit. There is a bit of a south wind too, helping keep temperatures also a little warmer. There's just enough wind to cause a wind chill, but I tell you what, it does feel better this morning than it did yesterday morning. Headed to work and school, watch out for slick spots this morning. And then I think gradually as the day goes on, any kind of slick spot that develops, you know, even though we're staying mainly below freezing, I think a lot of those will melt as traffic builds throughout the rest of the day. We're going to head to 30 here in Indy. Maybe hitting freezing farther to the south. I mean, there's a chance here in Indy we get there. We'll watch temperatures very closely and try to break that streak that we're in. We don't like that streak going too much higher. Later this afternoon and evening, a lot of different practices, events, trying to get the family and the kids all over the place. Weather looks fine. It'll be cold. It is February, but the snow showers should generally be done. We'll get a break later this evening and tonight ahead of snow showers coming up tomorrow. This is 5 o'clock, dinner time, still mostly cloudy, maybe a couple sun breaks to the south and west. Most of the flurry chances are out of here. This is midnight tonight. Extra clouds will build back in from the west, and we may be waking up tomorrow morning with some scattered snow, especially south and east of Indianapolis as the heart of the storm goes south. But in some places, if you can get even a light snow band that sticks over you for a while, you may get some light accumulation. By about noon, most of the activity leaves Indy, but we'll still have some snow out there, I think, for some of our southern and eastern counties. You put that all together, and we're still kind of working on this snowfall forecast, but I think there's a decent chance for a dusting in spots around Indy, and you get south and east of the city, maybe even an inch, maybe up to 2 in some spots, a little bit more farther towards the south and east, getting closer to Cincinnati. The problem with this storm system is the speed that it's coming at. You know, when we have a big winter storm, it's kind of like a bowling ball. We're watching it. It can kind of move a little bit. We make changes over time, but it's a gradual change. Bowling ball takes a little bit longer to come down. This is almost like you're at a dartboard and you're flying these darts right there, and just kind of small movements can make a big difference in change of how much snowfall we get. And once again, this isn't a lot in the first place, so we'll be watching. Don't be surprised though if you do wake up to some extra slick spots tomorrow for your Tuesday. I think a lot of it is wrapping up for most of central Indiana around noon, but we'll keep the chance until about 4 o'clock to get the rest of the bands out of here. And then I think we're dry for a few days, a little bit cooler after the front passes on through. There may be another round of some snow flurries coming up Friday morning, and on that day, there's a decent chance that we get above freezing. So if you don't get above freezing today or tomorrow, there's a little bit of a better chance coming up later this week. But overall, not a bad forecast, especially after January with all the cold weather, coldest January that we've had, or snowiest January that we've had in a decade. So it's going to be nice to kind of wrap that up. Lindsay, how's traffic moving, especially with that snow that you're watching?
Well, we're watching that snow band move from Greenfield now out closer to Knightstown. So I wanted to take you out to our live NDOT camera along State Road 109 and I-70. So this is going to be just to the north of Knightstown, where we've got a steadier snow falling as we speak. You can see visibility reduced just a little bit. And what I've noticed where this snow band has been moving through so far this morning, it is creating a light dusting, some light blowing snow across the interstate. And it potentially will stick to elevated surfaces, things like ramp systems, bridges, overpasses, things like that. So a little bit of a slow go out there this morning where we've got some of that snow falling. Now I want to take you to the North Split. Not a lot of snow here in downtown, but we do have a crash that is causing a little bit of a backup here on the interstate. So this is going to be I-65 in the northbound direction as you approach that West Street exit just before MLK Street. This is where it's located. As you can see, we've got that left travel lane that is blocked for all traffic coming off of the North Split. So we are starting to see some delays build, especially here on I-70 in the westbound direction coming through downtown. Right now, that is a 14-minute delay approaching the North Split.
All right, thank you, Lindsay. This morning, the Fishers community is mourning the loss of a 17-year-old girl who went missing at the